Hello everybody, welcome to the 300M workshop series, Kyunki Tada Mein Hai Maja. What we are going to talk about today is story pedagogy, how to integrate stories in your curriculum. Let's start by understanding how children learn. Children learn by seeing, which means visually. They learn by listening, which means auditory. They learn by doing things, which means kinesthetic. And of course, children learn by reading and writing. So when we look at the stories on the portal, you will understand that all these learning styles have been used to enhance children's learning. Let's look at the methods to integrate stories in your curriculum. You can integrate the portal stories at the beginning of lesson plan. You can integrate the portal stories to reinforce the concept. You can use the stories as standalone to enhance listening, speaking, storytelling, reading, and writing skills in children. You can also use these stories to talk about tada, which is think, ask, discuss, act, and achieve. And this will lead to enhancing the children's life skills. Let's go onto the portal and understand how to use these stories. If you see, we have these beautiful icons which are called dippities. There's Tamata, the elephant, who loves thinking about new ideas. We have Chinchu, who loves asking questions. Then we have Pemcha, who loves discussing ideas with friends. And of course, there's Octo with her multiple hands, who loves doing many things. And then there's Kaka, who loves to take up challenges and pick up mission cards. So this is a very interesting, friendly portal where children would be very much interested because we have these icons. Let's look at the stories one by one and understand. The first story which we are going to look at is the wheels on the bus. So if you notice, there's a circle time followed by the story itself, which comes in the form of PDF. You can download the story or you can watch it online. Let's look at the story. If you see, this is the story, the wheels on the bus. Now, if you look, they are very colorful stories where the pictures are very attractive. Children can aesthetically do this. You can use these stories in pre-primary to teach about shapes. You can take this story further to teach transportation. And then you can also teach many other things through these stories. If you take, let's look at the video.
The Wheels on the Bus. Unknown. Art by Sija Basu. A 310 think book from Katha.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, swish,
sure you had lots of fun watching this video. Before we go on to looking at the activities which are there in the portal, I would like to talk about how you can use it in to teach transportation. You can start by asking questions. How do you come to school? Do some people come by bus? Then you can play the video and ask children to enact as they speak. And then you can introduce other modes of transportation. Similarly, if you are looking at teaching shapes, then you can tell the children what shapes they see around them. You can also tell them shapes are everywhere. Ask questions. How do you come to school? Do some people come by bus? How does the bus move? Then bring the children's attention to the wheels. Read out the story, show pictures, draw their attention to the shapes, and ask children to do puzzles connected to shapes. So some of the puzzles are already there in the portal itself. Let's have a look at them. So there's this play, the memory game. It's a very interesting game where you have to match the shapes. So you click there. And if you flip, the card gets flipped. There's a square, there's a rhombus, and a rhombus and a rhombus. Great. So there's a matching happening. So it's very interesting method to teach children about shapes. Let's go further. Now we come to think, tada, the first think. Now, when you're doing this with primary or even middle school, you can ask the questions, why are wheels round? It's a very thinking, curious question for the children. Then if we go further, again, this can be used for primary or middle school. When was the first wheel made? If you're doing a history chapter, you can actually take this up again in that class itself. So children become very inquisitive. They would like to know when was the first wheel made? And as we go forward, there's a video which talks about wheels. So let's watch it.
गोल लुढ़का ढलान पर
पहुंचा नीचे फैले मैदान पर गोल 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 देख उसे कुछ उसने सोचा सिर खुजलाया किया विचार
मैं तो इसको ढोढो थकता मैं तो इसको ढोढो थकता पर यह तो खुद भी चल सकता
गोल 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 बांध इन्हें घर में लुढ़काऊं रख इन पर भारी सामान
हाँ पल जाए, पल में काम मेरा हो जाए, मेहनत भी मेरी बच जाए। हाँ,
गोल 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 गोल। फिर उसने कुछ और भी आंका, लट्ठे को टुकड़ों में काटा।
हाँ, एक धुरी से दो को बांधा, एक धुरी से दो को बांधा, धीरे धीरे किया सुधार। हाँ, यूं हो गया पहिया तैयार, यूं हो गया पहिया तैयार, यूं हो गया पहिया तैयार। गोल 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 गोल।
I'm sure you enjoyed watching this video, and by the end of it, your children would have equally enjoyed watching this video. And then this leads to a very good discussion with the friends. What are the benefits of wheel? What would life be without wheels? And how many ways are wheels useful? So again, this would lead to very curiosity, inquisitiveness in the children. Let's go on to the next, which is act. Here children use, if you're doing shapes, this can be useful for shapes, where children fix squares to squares, rectangle to rectangle, wheels, circles to circles. So if you look, there's a mix of, all kinds of activities here, depending on the age group and the interest of the children. You can use whatever activities, whichever way you want. And if we go further, then we come to act, where children are supposed to make wheels with everyday things and encourage the friends to do the same. And then this is a life skill where they learn which wheel will go faster, why it will go faster. So it develops a lot of critical thinking, problem solving skills also, along with, of course, they are learning history, right? Let's go further. Achieve. Now here, if you're doing a transportation, children can look at images and try to identify different kinds of vehicles and draw them and make colorful wheels here. So this was one story. If you look at it, although it's given in a certain age group, but you can definitely use it up till the senior school level if required. And how? Because it's very interesting. All children love poems. We all love visual detailing. Let's look at another story. It's called How to Weigh an Elephant. So again, the method is the same. We have a PDF. It's story time. Again, the pictures are visually very appealing. So how to weigh an elephant now. Here, look at the pictures. They're so amazing. The king of Assam had a pet elephant. One day, the king said, "A prize for the one who can tell me how much my elephant weighs." The king's minister tried to find out. The king's pundits tried. Vegetable sellers tried. Rope makers tried. Jewelers tried. At last, a little girl had an idea. She took the elephant to the river. They got into a boat. And look what happened. The boat sank and sank. And when it sank no more, the girl made a mark then. And guess what happened? She filled the boat with stones. When the water came up to the mark, she said, "Stop now, weigh the stones." And this is how they found out the weight of the elephant. Isn't this interesting? You can do it while teaching science. You can start by asking questions. Is the elephant small or big? Is it easy to weigh an elephant? If you had to weigh the elephant, how would you weigh? You can then play the video. Like always, there's a video here. Then you can ask the children to recall the story. And again, if it's a science chapter, we can talk about Archimedes' principle through the story. Again, if you want to do it a different manner, tell the children about different ways to weigh. Ask them, if you had to weigh an elephant, how would you do it? Read out the stories, show pictures. Ask the children, what principle did the girl apply? Ask them if there is any other way they can weigh things without a scale, or things that don't fit on a scale. So this can be a very interesting chapter when it comes to science or measurements. Again, this can be taken from primary level to senior school level. It's up to the teachers how they take it forward with the children. Let's look at one more story. This time it's Chanda Mama. It's a very interesting story. We have a PDF here. Again, you can download the story if you like. If you look, very, very visually appealing. So if you look at Chanda Mama, it's very visually appealing book. The pictures are really nice and appealing to not just the children, but adults. Chanda Mama, round and fat, tell me how you manage that. There's rhythm to the language. Chanda Mama, fat and whole, but now and then half let go. There you are out at night with your friends, stars of light. Chanda Mama, round and bright, with the day you are out of sight. Now see, this would be appealing to everybody. It's not just one age group. So we shouldn't limit stories to one age group. Let's read what's written next. Can we go a little up if you, after this, ma'am? Yes. Just look at this. The moon is very far, far away. If you start walking to the moon today, and you walk every day without stop, and you walk 20 kilometers every day, you will be as old as your grandmother by the time you reach the moon. It's such an interesting, tangible way to tell children, especially small children, how far moon is, instead of giving figures which they cannot relate with. That's why people go to the moon in a rocket, to find out the mysteries of the moon. Maybe if you study really, really hard one day, you will be the child who discovers many new things about the moon. So here we are making children, there we are encouraging children, we are trying to tell them they can do whatever they want. So let's go to the next. You can be a scientist or a poet or a painter. You can be anything you want to be, but you can always see the moon in the sky and say, I love you, Chanda Mama. Is it not nice to know that the moon will always be there for you and me? So in this world, we do need that assurance that things will be the way they are. And if you look at things, it's very interesting. Do you see the sun and the moon every day, the stars and the clouds, and wondered about them? Ask. We are talking about Kalpana Chawla, especially with the older children, primary grade 5, 6, 7, 8, even 9. We can talk about Kalpana Chawla. She was the first Indian woman to fly to space. As a child, she loved to draw airplanes. Would you like to go to the outer space or the moon one day? So here we are talking about gender issues in a very subtle way. We are talking about girls, and they can do whatever anybody else can do. We are also talking about environment, where we say our earth is a gift from all the people who lived before us. They looked after the earth so we can enjoy her gifts to us. Now it is your turn to tell nature that you love her and will care for her. What all can you do? So here we are making children aware of the environment, and also not just make them aware, but make them doers. So if you see, these books are very, very relevant. Again, we have activities on the portal with this book. There's think and ask, discuss, which we've already talked about, but we can just look at it and there are activities along with it. So there's think. Let's go to the next, which is ask. Does the moon disappear during the day? Where does it go? Again, there's more asking question here. So the curiosity, the inquisitiveness is alive in all. There's a video on moon and then discussion. Would you like to go to outer space or the moon one day? Why or why not? And we have this very interesting rhyming words game. This is regarding, if you look fat, that. Children can click and do rhyming here. Night, light, bright, sight. And they can check. And you get marks also. If we go further to achieve, look at the moon. Does it look the same every day? Here is a fun activity for you. Place the images of the moon. So if you see, we can teach science through this. So teachers, it's up to you how you're going to make it work for your children, because all this is very interesting. You have to explore the portal in detail and then go to each and every story, study it, and then make it work for your children and integrate it with your curriculum, your subjects. And concept teaching can become very, very easy through this. Now, this is another, which is about be a shape finder. Let's find the shape to build a rocket. You can also interrelate two stories. If you're doing shapes, you can do wheels and the bus, and then children can do this activity where they make the rocket. And then there are questions. How many triangles and circle in total did you use to create the rocket? So you've completed the Chanda Mama course. And of course, you can go back to the home page and explore the so many more books which are already there on the portal. I'm sure you enjoyed watching all these videos and got many, many ideas how to integrate stories into your curriculum. In case you have some new ideas, please share with us. We would be looking forward to your thoughts, feedback. And in case you face any problems, again, you can reach out to us at any point in time. Thank you so much.
Now that you have watched all the videos in this module, it's time to take up assessments. Before you take up assessment, please make sure that you log into the portal, because only then your scores will be recorded. Thank you for watching all the videos. All the best for your assessments.